guys, good morning. Well, it's probably not morning when you're watching this, but I just wanted to come on here and hopefully open up somebody's eyes the way my eyes were opened up. I just feel like it's so easy to get changed by these by the pressures of this world. Like, you should make this much money, you should look this way, etc. I can go on and on. But for me, this type of mentality started at a young age. So I would do all these things I knew were wrong, thinking they would fulfill and satisfy my soul, distracting myself from what I needed healing from. Streets will lead you to living a very unpurposeful life. And when you're living an unpurposeful life, that's when things really start to go downhill, because as humans, that's what makes us feel good. We feel good when we are learning something. In the beginning, it's hard, but we go through the trials and tribulations, and once we have everything figured out, it's like, yes, like, goal accomplished. We check it off our list. What's next? As humans, that's what we like to do. We don't like to just settle and stay in one spot. And maybe if you're okay with living the life you're living, where you're working all week, partying on the weekends, then this video, it's just not for you. So right now, I would recommend you just head out. But if you're noticing this is the kind of life pattern you're living, you don't want to live this way, then this video is for you. I remember one time I saw this funny but relatable video on TikTok. And tell me why, like, all the comments were like, this is so true. Like, everyone was agreeing, like, this is how we are after the clubs. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is how I would be after the clubs too. Like, I would come home from the clubs just feeling so, like, unsatisfied. And then when I would drink, I would be so sluggish for, like, the next 2 weeks. 2 whole weeks, guys. That's 14 days. That's already, like, almost half of the month. Everyone was basically saying how relatable it was, but no one was speaking about, like, why we feel this way or how to avoid feeling this way. And at the end of it, for me, it came down to just feeling empty, because I just knew I wasn't living the life God wanted me to live. I knew that I was worth so much more than just working all week and then on the weekend just let time pass. I wasn't really doing anything that I should have been doing to get me my dream life. So finally, once I just got so sick and, like, tired of living this way, I kind of was just like, okay, like, I know I have a lot of inner work to do, I have a lot of outer work to do, and that kind of discouraged me for a while. That kind of held me back a little longer, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, where do I even start? Like, I don't know how to start this process. I've been living this way for so long. Like, to just stop seems so scary to me. Like, I didn't know how I was supposed to do it. And if you're in that same boat right now, don't let it discourage you, because working on yourself, it's something that's never going to end. There's always going to be room for improvement, because we're imperfect beings. We're never going to be perfect. So you're always going to catch yourself doing something or saying something, and you're like, okay, I gotta work on that. So don't let the starting process scare you, because you're literally always going to be working on yourself. So, and only you know where you need improvement on in your life. So, and in all honesty, I could sit here and give you the best quote I could find on the internet, but at the end of the day, it's really up to you. And I know it's so cheesy, like, we hear everyone say this, it's me against me, but it really is you against you. Like, nobody's gonna walk through the door and say, hey, here's the life you've been wanting to live. I wish it worked like that. But then it wouldn't even be fun, because once you start this journey, you're gonna realize, like, how fun it is to finally prioritize yourself, put your wants and your needs first, put your responsibilities first, and you're gonna realize, like, wow, this is so much more fun than living the chaotic life I was living. And the first and biggest step is believing that you are capable of giving the life you want to yourself, because again, no one's going to give it to you. There's going to be people around you who don't want to see you win, who don't want to see you live your best life. And don't let those people and let their doubts and let their insecurities come onto you because you want to change your lifestyle. Your ambition, your hunger for the best life for yourself just reminds them that they're lacking. So people may look at you funny, maybe like, dang, she changed, or dang, he changed. Like, what do you mean you don't want to get drunk with us every weekend? What do you mean you don't want to smoke? Like, you want to be sober-minded because you got bigger goals to worry about now. Like, if you want to be sober-minded and you feel that's the only way you're going to get the life that you want, then start today. Start being sober today. Start slowly. Don't just... You guys have to remember, because for me, this is where I would mess up, is I would be like, all right, I'm going to start my journey. And if I made one mistake, I would just give up on everything. I'd be like, well, I already messed up. I might as well just slack off for the next, like, 4 weeks and then start again. No, just tell yourself, like, all right, I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes, but I'm going to bounce back from this. Last night took an L, but tonight I bounced back, you know? Like Big Sean said, just bounce back. You're always going to make mistakes. So, yeah. This is similar to working out. So, basically, you're always going to regret not working out, but you are never going to regret working out. Like, it might be so hard to get up and actually do it, but at the end of it, you're never going to be like, dang, I wish I didn't work out. You know? No, that's never going to happen. And it's going to be the same thing with your inner work journey. Like, the problem, figure it out, and then move on from it. Man, I'm sorry, I feel like my mind's racing at 100%, whereas my mouth doesn't move at 100%. So I'm just super passionate about this. My writing is so sloppy, like, ew, and then the coffee stain, ew, my nails. But my writing's so sloppy because, like I said, when I'm super passionate about something, I'll just be writing. So you deserve your dream life regardless of your past. For me, like I said, I've been living this way for so long. Why even try to change? Like, this is the life I chose. You could literally change who you are an hour from now, because this is your life. Do whatever you want. Like, if you want to have a brand new life, give yourself a brand new life. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Like, it's like that one Janae Aiko song where she's like, shame on me for changing, no, shame on you for staying the same. And it's so true. Like, don't let people shame you for changing. It's your life. You don't want to be freaking 90. This is honestly what helps me change my mind. Like, I really thought about it. Like, the only thing that's promised in this life is death. That's the only thing we're promised here. And it's like, we all know we're going to grow old and die one day. Do you want to be 90 years old, laying in bed, looking back at your life, being like, dang, like, I never even gave this life my full effort. I never even tried to improve the things I needed to work on, where I never did this, I never did that. Only you know what you need to work on. But do you really want to be 90 years old with regrets? Heck no. Like, I'm trying to be 90 years old and be like, I had lots of trials and tribulations, but I worked through them. I did the best I could. And if you do the best you can, at the end of the day, you're going to feel satisfied because you know you gave it your all. You gave it your 100. You don't want to grow old and have all these regrets, guys. But yeah, if you're a young girl, especially, like, think about if you're 15 watching this, think about the woman you want to be when you're 25. 10 years goes by fast like that, you guys. So fast. So fast. I feel like my daughter's already 4. I feel like I literally just gave birth to her maybe a year ago. It's so crazy to see that she could have a full-on conversation with me now. Like, it's so weird. Time goes by so fast. And that's another thing. If you're a mom, let being a mom be the biggest reason to work on yourself. Because if you have a daughter, you want to show the daughter the type of woman she should be. So I know I'm working on being the woman I want my daughter to be. If you have a son, show him what type of woman he should be with. Show him what a good woman looks like. You gotta want more for yourself, for your kids. You gotta have that self-respect. And so they're about to mow the freaking grass, so I'm about to head out. You guys stay blessed. Love the life you live. And if you don't, love yourself enough to give yourself that life. All right, until next time, bye. God bless.